Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be automating farming with Pathmind. Now this video is going to be split into two parts, one a little bit more basic and hard-coded, and another that is going to be a little bit more complicated and hopefully work with many different types of farms to teach you a little bit more about Pathmind. Now this has been highly requested, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, to start us off, we're going to be jumping into the basic version. Essentially, what we're going to do is create a circle around us of crops that Pathmind is going to automatically harvest when ready, which will drop into hoppers, which will deposit the items into a chest. So I'm going to start just by setting up the plants. We're going to be using sweet berry bushes because it's probably the easiest to automatically harvest when ready, and we'll just create the hopper setup here with the chest. I will be freehanding this, so it might not be the most efficient design, but you know, it'll work. All right, now that we have our complete design, we can start with designing the preset. Now, obviously, the user is going to stand right here, and I'm actually going to make that a little more obvious. But the user will stand here and essentially harvest each of these berry bushes when it detects that they have grown. And to do this, we can go into our Pathmind GUI and start with detecting when the sweet berries are fully grown. Now we could do this by setting up a forever loop, starting with a function and having the start node hook up to forever call function. Now that is essentially going to make it so this function will be continuously repeating forever, and this will allow us to continually harvest the sweet berry bushes. Now we can go to the player section and drag in an interact node and have it always interact with the sweet berry bush set to the max age, so we'll actually get the berries. But now if we set the tick speed up to something like 9,999, the berry bushes will start growing instantly as you break them. So you could have yourself an infinite supply of berries. Now it'll harvest them as they grow. You can see it will give errors when all possible sweet berry bushes are harvested. But that is it for the basic tutorial. Now you can see that I'm collecting most of the berries. Some of them are being filtered into the chest, but the vast majority are getting stuck on the edges. So what we're gonna do in part 2 is make a sweet berry bush farm where there is no loss of berries, and it is much more efficient than this one here. Now that we've created our simple farm, we're gonna move on to the more complicated one. That will involve setting up a sweet berry bush farm and then having the bot Pathmind, having the bot pathfind to each sweet berry bush that's fully grown, harvesting it, and then when it detects the inventory is full, it'll deposit it into a chest and repeat. And this is going to be a little bit more complicated, a little bit more in-depth with Pathmind, so I hope you guys will learn a bit more doing this. Now I'm going to start building the farm, and I will time-lapse this and see you guys in a minute. Now that the farm is complete, we can start working on the preset that will harvest the mature sweet berries, and then when the inventory is full, deposit them into this chest system. Now the core loop is going to be a little similar to the last one, but with the added pathfinding. Now you could use either of these. If you don't have Baritone installed, or like Baritone API or the Baritone standalone, either works. If you don't have either of those installed, you're not going to see this go-to node, but it's probably the one I choose over the travel one. The travel node is the native pathfinding system, and it looks a little different. It's definitely not as good as baritone right now, but I am continuing to improve it. So maybe in the future, travel will be just as good, but to keep from like breaking during long runs, I'd probably use the go-to node to travel to the sweetberry bushes. Now you could start with go-to block sweetberry bush at age 3, similar to the last one, and then just have it interact. Now what this will do is just go to a sweetberry bush that's at the maximum age and interact with it. If we want it to loop, we could bring in a function node, bring these up and attach it to there, and then put this function on a loop. Now, the thing is, we don't just want to do this. We want it to always check if the inventory is full. So we could bring in another start node and have it running another forever loop. We could call this check inventory, and then check inventory, and have this if GUI filled, and then use the GUI parameter player inventory. If this is full, then you want it to stop. You want it to stop number 1 and have it. So if you have it stop this one, it'll stop trying to go to the sweetberry bushes and interact with them. And then you could have it use either go to or travel. Go to, actually, no, we'll use chest. You could use the chest here, or you could use the coordinates here. Either work, but I want the script to be more flexible and work with many farms. So I'll just have it go to the nearest chest, any state, and then I want it to interact with that chest. And then have it move the sweet berries. So then I need to choose item, sweet berries, amount all. You could leave it at that, and have the destination as the GUI of the, oh, here it is, double chest. So now it'll move all the sweet berries into the double chest. You want this to repeat. You want this to repeat 54 times. And then you want to reactivate number 1, and then it ends. So this script will continuously get all these sweet berries, and then when the inventory is full, it'll move all the sweet berries into this double chest, and then essentially reactivate this loop here. Now I'm gonna run this for a while and we can see how it works. Alright, now that my inventory is full of sweet berries from this preset, when I run the script again, it should automatically deposit them all into that chest because it'll realize that my inventory is filled. So I'll press it once, it'll pathfind him, and then drop them all. Now that is it for this video. We ended up building a simple sweetberry bush farm, and then a complicated one with advanced pathfinding and automatic depositing. Now I hope you guys liked this video and learned a bit about Pathmind on the way, and I will see you guys in the next one.